There is something for you. There's something for you that's coming in. And we're gonna see what it is. But I think you already know what it is. Maybe it's an adventure. Maybe it's something new. Maybe it's a new challenge. Maybe it's a new opportunity for growth. Maybe it's an expansion. Maybe it's a chance to open up and receive and be free. For you to expand what you're allowing yourself to receive. A bird cannot soar high without open wings to let the wind carry it. What are you holding on to that might be keeping you small, keeping you from receiving? It's that Libra energy. We're in that Libra new moon right now. It is time to ensure deeply that we are balancing what we are giving and receiving. How can you show up more to give? How can you be of more service in ways that serve you? Being of service doesn't mean being a slave. But also, how can you receive more? Where are you not receiving fully? Where are you not being reciprocated? Where you're not receiving what you truly deserve? These are all questions to reflect on under this beautiful new moon energy. May your adventure be full of chi and blessings and grace as you continue to walk and traverse further down this pathway. I bless you with mistakes that can be turned into lessons. And I'm asking you now to do that reflection because we're in that last bit of the year. Oh, I burned myself. We're in that last bit of the year. We're in that last chapter. It's harvest season and there's blessings coming in. There's something coming in for you. However, we want to make sure that we've reflected on the past before that new thing comes in. We want to make sure that we see where we've been and we've integrated and we've learned lessons as much as we can so that we can receive the new blessings, because the lessons make space for the blessings, my baby. The lessons make space for the blessings. And someone said this to me the other day too, that's coming to me right now. I was like, to heal, we got to peel. So I was like, where are those layers? What layers need to be peeled off? We got to feel it to heal it, then peel it. Right? Feel it to heal it, then peel it. Like, it's one thing to feel and heal it, but you got to peel it too, because you don't want to keep those false layers on you. You know, you don't want to keep those false habits that you adapted to clear your energy and keep yourself safe. You know, keep yourself from feeling it, right? Because it's like sometimes we're in survival mode. Sometimes we're in situations where we're like, we cannot feel it. We do not have a choice. We are just living in autopilot. But there's a need to, like, if you've been feeling lately, if you've been taking the time to really transmute and feel, there's a need to continue to do that, obviously, but also peel it, like change the actual cycle now, because you've felt the things that need to be felt. You've been feeling, you've been having that time. And if you haven't been having that time, this is a sign for you to go into that time of, like, it's time to start kind of giving ourselves little containers to feel, to like really sit down and transmute and hold space for aspects of ourselves that are not integrated yet, right? Shit. And I feel like there's a need to cleanse the energy. So all my cards like fell in the sink. So it's like, maybe there's a cleanse that's needed that's going to help you feel some things. Yeah, honor your inner knowing. Okay. Broken arrows. So we got medicine mother. Honor your inner knowing. We're walking that medicine path. We are walking the medicine path. We are trusting our vision. We are trusting the intuitive nudges that we hear. We're receiving messages from the divine, the thoughts that you have, the nudges that you're having, the visions you're having. There are no coincidence. Every desire, every aspect that is coming to the surface during this time is needing to be, like, not acted upon, but just noticed and made aware. We're being guided very heavily, and there is a deeper knowing inside of you that's coming to life to bring you deeper into your passions. To bring you deeper into your passions. Yes, okay. Trader. Yeah, exchange energy to create abundance and elder. Okay. So medicine mother is like really feeling as though there is new guides that are coming in to work with you. There's new guidance that is entering your field. You may have certain activations of spiritual gifts that are coming online right now. And you're being asked to deeply trust in your activations that's going on right now, to deeply trust in the expansion of your gifts and not fear it, to like fully ignite it and let it be. And also to step deeper into practicing your protection magic or your protection practices. And like, I just think this is a really good time to be a little more vigilant about your energy, just in general with where we're at in the world. It is a good time to protect your energy and to honor yourself, to honor your voice, to honor your sacred truth, and to listen to that sacred truth no matter what is going on around you. And I think by anointing ourselves on a daily basis with protection, with intention, with looking in the mirror and honoring our being, with honoring ourselves from the inside out, first thing in the morning, really stepping into our medicine path of like, when I am the medicine, who am I, right? When I am being my own medicine, what does that look like? How can I give myself my medicine every single day? That is what's going to allow us to get to our truth, because the truth isn't so far in the future or so far in the past. It's right here. And so when we give ourselves our medicine on a daily basis, it's giving us access to the elixir of our own truth. So I think that's like a really important code, is like just being present in your practices, shielding up, sitting in meditation, coming to your breath, coming home to your body, coming home to your somatic exercises, and allowing yourself to expand and really listen and honor your inner knowing, not just by listening to it and following it, but by doing practices that allow you to ground it and embody it more, honoring the soul that is behind you, the soul behind the soul, the I behind the I, right? So honoring those practices that allow you to develop your ability to even honor your inner knowing in the first place, right? Like honoring your soul on a deeper level is very needed right now, and giving yourself the opportunity to practice as much as possible. I do feel like there's something else here and I want to let it come through. Yeah, you might have had trouble the past few years or even few months, the past few weeks, with fully honoring and stepping into your power and into your practices, because maybe the environments you were in or the relationships you had were with people that could not see or not fully understand your practices, and that projected onto you and could not understand. And I'm here to remind you that those people have been removed from your life. And if they are still in your life, the relationship has changed, and you should allow it to be that access that they once had to you to be removed. Do not allow others' perspective of your spiritual practices, others' perspective of your medicine. Just because your medicine is too bitter or strong for someone doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means you're not meant to be their medicine. They need to find some fucking weaker shit. Straight up. Like, just because your medicine is a little too much for somebody, they can't take it, like, that doesn't mean to weaken it. That doesn't mean to fucking dilute it and turn it down. That means that they just need to take there needs to be a little more space there. Because you should not have to tone down your medicine for anybody. Your medicine is for you first. So you need to be able to completely, fully give it to yourself, and then choose who gets what dose of you, right? So like fully integrating your own medicine, fully integrating your own practices, fully honoring your medicine, honoring your knowing, honoring your soul, giving yourself those practices, no matter what anyone else around you might think or perceive about it. Because people are going to have a lot to say when you're in your power. That's what they always do. When you're in your power, all the people that oppose you are going to come up. When you start moving different, when you start stepping into your medicine on a deeper level, all the opposition comes up. That doesn't mean you tone it down for yourself. That means you say, this person can only handle a little drop of my medicine. I'm not going to dilute it for them. I'm not going to tone it down for them, but I'm going to give them a drop of my energy. That's how much they can handle. Having more discernment about like who can actually fucking handle me. Like there's people that it's like they can take the venom. They're gonna use that shit and they're gonna fucking take the venom and they're gonna fucking transmute it and they're gonna fucking like become a rainbow star child. Like, because they took the medicine of your truth and you honoring your inner knowing, and they actually allowed it to activate their own inner knowing. And they saw that your power is their power, and they did the healing work for themselves. But not everyone's there, and that's okay. And those people that are not there, we give a drop. But we don't give them more than that. We can't keep giving people that are not able to fully receive us more than they can handle, because it hurts us and it hurts them. Not everyone's ready for the initiation of being close to us, and being close to us when we are fully honoring our medicine. Some people need a drop. Some people need a drop. Some people need more. I do feel like there's a need to be of service at this time in life as well. Being of service. Seeing like, where are the little checkpoints? Where are the people? Like, where are the checkpoints? Like the energetic satellite points, the checkpoints in your life where it's like, this person is calling me to help them with this. This environment needs a little bit of my light. This needs a little bit. And it's not out of like over giving. It's just about like, I see that I am going to need to come here to be of service in some way at some point. And like taking a mental note of that and knowing like, okay, like while I'm building up my own medicine practice, like I'm building this up within myself, but I'm building it up within myself so that I can be able to extend it to others in a healthy way and know exactly like where I'm meant to go. And I feel like for me, at least, there's already been like a few, maybe for you too, there's been a few different calls of like, this person in this state is like, hey, I need you. This person in this state is like, hey, come here. Like, so it's just like finding ways to be of service in each place that you go. Finding those people that are like, I see who needs a little bit of my help right now. And it might not be the people that you were trying to force your medicine to heal because they're not supposed to receive your medicine right now. There's other people that need it. So don't get caught up on the people that can't really receive your medicine. They aren't really able to fully receive your truth. It's not that they're not worthy. Like something in me wanted to be like, they're not worthy. But it's like, if that helps you feel better, they're not worthy, but it's not that they're not worthy. It's just that they need their own medicine. Like, not everyone can take your medicine if they haven't even taken their own. So, it's reminded me of that saying, I'm sure you've seen it, where it's like, some people don't like you, not because you're not their cup of tea, but because you're ayahuasca. And I'm like, that fucking part. Like, I feel that on a spiritual level. Anyways, so we have embraced the energy of peace. To me, this card is really giving like X marks the spot, like present moment, like we are right here. This is where we are. This is the intersection of the past and the future. And we're right here in the X. Like X marks the fucking spot. This is it. Like this is where we are. This is where the peace is created. You can't go find peace in the future. You can't find peace in the past. You only can create it right here. So it's like giving yourself the opportunity, like I said, to be in these practices, to give yourself that state of peace, to give yourself your own medicine, to give yourself that presence that cultivates a sense of peace that allows you to move through this dimension and through this world from a state of flow and not stressing about what's next or what's happened and not stressing about things you can't control. Really coming into the full presence of the power of the present moment, fully coming into the now, intersecting the timelines of the past and the future, and just coming right here and not allowing things to move you out of that frequency of peace. And I feel like when you give yourself the opportunity to begin shielding your energy on a deeper level, doing more protective energy practices, practicing expanding your light, that's a good practice as well as like beginning to like expand your light and allowing your light to expand and like allowing yourself to extend your light into your whole field. Like, I'm sure we're all already doing this, but this is just something that's coming through right now with this circle is like really beginning to like do that energy work more often of like expanding your light and creating your own like frequency of peace around you with the violet flame as well, because this is purple and feeling the violet flame of like doing that on a daily basis, like giving yourself that energetic space of peace and then move from that energetic space, moving physically from that space instead of moving from the space of worry or stress or fear. Because when we're moving from worry, stress, or fear, that's what we're going to create. When that's our mental and emotional space, physically, we're going to create more of that. But if we can find a way to move from a peaceful, graceful place of like grace, sacredness, peace, trust, and faith and belief, that is when we will see our physical reality shifting into a more peaceful place for all of us. So I just want to honor that peace, and I want to say like, let's take action from a place of like peace. And like, it's okay if you feel a little bit of pain. If you feel a little bit of pain, let's sit with that. Let's create a little container, a peaceful, graceful, sacred container, so you can give yourself the opportunity to really feel that. Because there's a lot that wants to be transmuted right now, bitch. There's a lot of shit that you're meant to be transmuting in this time. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of fire. When I see this, I'm also feeling like there's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of energy. Emotion is energy in motion. Like, there's a lot of energy that wants to be moved through you. There's a lot that wants to be created and a lot of passion that wants to come to life, and then it's going to help you transmute it, because it's like we're holding this space for us to receive our own medicine. When we're receiving our own medicine, we're going to be feeling. We're going to be creating containers for ourselves to feel. We're going to be creating containers for ourselves to fully like receive our medicine. And then after you fully receive your medicine and you feel that, it's time to transmute it. It's time to create. It's time to ignite your passion and create and put it into something. So giving yourself that opportunity to like step into the alchemy after you're giving yourself your medicine, fully claiming your medicine path, fully claiming your energy field and creating peace for yourself, like honoring where your emotions are, honoring what you feel, letting that come up, and then expanding and extending peace and grace and love to those emotions that are coming up after they've been fully felt, giving them a new story, giving them a new life, and then turning it into art. Obviously, we're alchemists, but we're just practicing alchemy. And this reading is for you if you are needing to step into that, or you are already recently stepping into that. Like, we're stepping into our alchemy. We're stepping into the alchemist. Alchemist era, hunty. But yeah, it's time to create. Step into your sacred fire. Work in the fire. Oh, work with the fire. I like to be at the fire too with my candles lately, like my little candle flames, working with the flame, like get in that sacred flame energy and like let your passions come through, even if they're not perfect. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, fuck that. Just let it come out to get more in the practice of actually transmuting, because if we're going to be great artists, if we're going to be great creators, we're going to have to get in the practice of actually transmuting and not trying to make the most perfect art all the time. Like, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect all the time, bitch. It's not meant to be. It's meant to just be able to flow. If we're not allowing it to constantly flow, then it's getting stuck and it can't move. It's like, no, we want to let it come out of you. Let it get better at the process of letting it come out of you. And then that's how naturally the art starts to get better, because you're getting better at the practice of actually letting it, the magic of it happen, you know, because it's a magical process. It's not just like, I made this cool song. It's like, no, like you're feeling your emotions. You're extracting the medicine from them. You're turning it into light, and then you're bringing that light through you into a physical thing. Eventually, that's going to pay the fuck off. That's like what real artists do, in my opinion. Okay. So trader, exchange energy to create abundance. This is what I was feeling like with the service thing, like wanting to be of service. See how he has his hand over his heart, like being of heartfelt service, like just seeing like where, finding those opportunities, because it's Libra new moon, like where you can equally give and receive, where it's like, oh, like I like finding those reciprocal connections where you can equally give and receive fully, and actually showing up and seeing like how you can give, and like not doing it from the place of like expecting to receive, but just knowing like who's actually able to reciprocate you, and like seeing how you can show up of service to have that energy exchange. Because like, you know how they say like, okay, sometimes the people that you give to are not meant to be the ones you're receiving from. That's very true. But it's also like finding the people that can at least like reciprocate your energy. It doesn't have to be the physical work you're doing, but at least finding people who can actually reciprocate your energy, actually receive your medicine. Because like, to a real medicine worker, being received is enough. Like, because it's medicine for everyone. Yeah, I feel like you're meant to be tapping into those reciprocal connections, finding those places where you can be of service and also receive at the same time, and like be able to have that reciprocation where you can actually build something for a higher dimension. And there's definitely a few connections around you that need you to show up in that service. So just taking note of who those people are. Elder, moving beyond the ancestral patterns. Yeah, we're moving up and out. We're moving up and out. I would begin to also like say, let's call on our elevated ancestors from now on and ask to help them, for them to help us break through the cycles. I feel like you do have a team of ancestors that are looking at you like, oh, you're doing a good job. You have some people on the other side that are like rooting on you. You're doing a good job. You are. It might feel like you're not doing a good job. It might feel like it's fucking crazy, but you're doing a good job. And there's ancestors that are watching you be brave and like take these strides and take these steps that they haven't taken and they weren't brave enough to take it. They're like, yo, like someone's doing it. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Shaman, trust in the higher forces. Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of guidance and support. So I would begin to call in that support. My phone is going to die soon, so I'm probably going to have to cut this short, but I am feeling the ancestor card trying to tell me something else. Yeah, you're a divine child of light. You have a beautiful soul, a beautiful spirit, and there's so much love for you to share in this world, and we are so proud of you. My lifetime.